To Bountiful, one of the nicest little towns in the West. So when Andy Smithers asked me to hunt him up some blooded Hereford stock, I just naturally headed for Bountiful. It was a kind of town where you enjoyed doing business. Or at least so I'd always thought.
Hey, squarehead! Not so fast.
What do you want?
You got mud on you, men here. Well, men here, don't they teach you common politeness where you come from? Don't you thank a man when he does you a favor?
You did me no favor. I do not thank you.
Come, Papa. We got to go.
That's right, Papa. Do what the lady says. You're gonna thank me first.
I do not thank you.
Oh, you won't.
Papa!
Greta, be quiet.
Now, Papa, you ready to speak your piece?
Papa!
You've had your fun, now move along.
Just a minute. Who you think you're shoving?
I said move along.
Why, you...
I know you mean well, but I cannot thank you for violence. I didn't expect any thanks. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. Howdy.
Howdy.
Could you tell me where the Durant place is? I understand they have some pretty good blooded stock.
Best in the valley. Down the road there, 3 or 4 miles. Can't miss it. Strange people.
What do you mean?
You saw. Do 'em a good turn like you did, and what happens? Spit in your face. I don't need their trade.
Did they want to buy something?
Sure. I told them they could get their stuff somewhere else.
What did they want?
Oh, side meat, flour, the usual.
Didn't they have any money?
They can pay, all right. I just don't want nothing to do with their kind.
Get it.
Huh?
Get out what they wanted. You forgot your groceries.
Why'd you do this?
Well, I talked to the grocerman, and he said as long as I was heading this way...
I will pay him.
Don't bother. You put it on your book. You pay any time you want.
Oh, thank you. You're a good man.
I also thank you, Mr.
Bonner. Pimp Bonner.
And my name is Johann Hoffman. And this is my wife and my son, Peter.
Mrs. Hoffman? Peter? Well, I guess I better run along if I want to get to Duran's ranch by sundown. Goodbye.
You see, Papa, there are good people, even out here.
You heard? He says he goes to Durand.
But, Papa, that means nothing.
Greta, so many times we have been hurt, and yet you still hope. Better to expect nothing. It gives less pain.
I got 800 head ready for market. We'll ride out in the morning and I'll show them to you.
That'll be fine. Mrs. Duran, that's one of the best meals I ever tasted.
Well, you're very kind, Mr. Bonner. I feel terrible about not baking today, but what with getting ready for the fall term and all...
Oh, now, Amy, don't apologize. Amy's a school teacher here, you know.
Oh? How does it feel having your mother for a school teacher?
Awful.
Oh, you mean she doesn't give you an edge in arithmetic?
Gosh, no. She's tougher on me.
I think I met a schoolmate of yours today. A boy named Hoffman, Peter Hoffman. Do you know him?
Chris, you be a good boy and go to the kitchen and start the dishes. I'm glad you didn't talk in front of the boy, John.
Amy, I don't know why I can't say what I want in my own house. Ever since that family of squareheads took it in their heads to settle on a piece of land down the road...
They had a perfect right to do that.
Maybe so. We don't want strangers here. Not their kind, anyway.
What's wrong with their kind? They bought a farm. They've been working hard. They've been here almost a year now. How can you call them strangers?
You know, some people don't fit in if they live in a place all their lives.
Has anybody ever asked them to fit in? Has anybody ever invited them to be a part of the community or even tried to make them feel welcome? You look at that boy of theirs. He belongs in school, but he's afraid to go. He's afraid of being hurt and rebuffed. I'm going over there myself and talk to the Hoffmans about Peter.
You do nothing of the sort. I don't want you mixing with them, you understand? Now look, honey. Mr. Bonner came here to talk cattle, not squareheads. Come on, Hummer, let's go out on the porch and get some fresh air.
On Crooked Creek, boss.
It's quite a stretch. It'll be dark time we get there. What do you say we sleep comfortable in the house and start out in the morning?
The ones I've seen are fine-looking beef. Almost be worth staying overnight for.
Not only that, you get another chance at one of Amy's dinners.
Twist my arm. Say, that's a neat-looking little place. Who does it belong to?
Well, there he is. Old squarehead himself.
Oh, Mr. Hoffman. I met him today in town.
Yeah, I heard you did.
Look at him there. Wonder if he'd stand up so feisty if I ran a herd through his place.
Lay off that talk, Red. I don't want trouble.
Nothing riles me like a fence in cattle country.
It's legal, isn't it?
Well, let's get back to the house.
I think I'll stay around a while. I'd like to say hello.
You like it?
Mama, how can anyone not like house and pepper? It is old country dish.
I noticed you brought some other things from the old country. I saw your stand of alfalfa as I rode up. Your husband is as good a farmer as you are a cook, Miss Hoffman.
In old country, it is different. There, everybody helps. In planting, harvesting, haying. Not like here.
How about you, Peter? You going to be a farmer, too, when you grow up?
I guess so.
Well, you've got a good example to shoot at.
You are very kind. But Peter does not want to be farmer. Not like old country. Here, boys have new ideas.
Oh? What do you want to be, Peter?
A surveyor.
That's good. That takes a lot of book learning, doesn't it? What grade are you in at school?
I'm not going to school.
That's too bad. Because I know Mrs. Duran would like to have you. She told me so.
She did not say that.
Papa, Mr. Bonner is our guest.
I don't blame you for being surprised, Mr. Hoffman, but the fact is, she doesn't feel the same way her husband does. That's the truth.
See, Papa, she wants him. Peter has been so sad. He has the hunger to learn like other boys have the hunger for food. Now you can go to school.
It is better not to talk about it. We ask no favors. Mr. Bonner, I want to show you something. Take my hand.
All right.
Go. And push me down, yeah?
Oh, I know this. Let's try that again, shall we?
Good, yeah.
Ready? Just once more, huh?
Good, yeah. Oh.
I want you to know I am not coward.
I never thought you were.
I am taught when God gives man strength, it is to help, not to hurt.
That's a fine idea. Well, I'd best be getting along. Mrs. Hoffman, it'll be a long time before I forget that meal. Surveyor, huh? A friend of mine was a surveyor. The last time I heard of him, he was laying out the right-of-way for a transcontinental railroad. I'm going to feel this for a week. I wonder how long Peter will suffer if you don't unbend a little. Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Hoffman, I'm delighted you brought Peter to school.
He is a good boy. He wants to learn.
I know you're going to be very happy here, Peter. Now, you run, play with the children till the bell rings.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hoffman, I know this wasn't an easy decision for you to make. I'm glad you made it.
I hope I do not make mistake. Good day, Mrs. Durant.
Now, boys and girls, this is Peter Hoffman. I want you to make him feel welcome. Bell in 5 minutes.
Good day, Mrs. Durant. Look at me, I'm a square. Give me my hat. Get up. You're yellow like your pop. Chris.
Mr. Hoffman, I'm terribly sorry.
I don't like to abuse your hospitality, Mr. Duran. I could just as easily have stayed at the hotel.
Nonsense. We like company. Besides, I ain't letting you out of my sight till we close that deal.
Don't worry about those cattle. They're prime.
Tomorrow, I'll help you line up a couple of trail hands. Hi there, Chris. How was everything at school?
All right, I guess.
Hadn't you better get washed up for dinner?
I already ate, Pop.
Kids.
And Chris, the ringleader of it all. The poor boy lying there in the dirt. And when he got up, Chris struck him again. The look that man gave me when he picked up his child.
Oh, Amy, honey, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. So the kids were fighting. What of it? Happens all the time.
This wasn't a fight. This was persecution. My own son, a bully.
The other kid's got fists, ain't he? Why didn't he fight back?
You know perfectly well why. John, it's attitudes like yours that start the trouble. The children hear from their parents. Instead of respecting another man's belief, you ridicule him just because he's different.
I've had enough schoolteacher lectures. You must think we fight all the time. We don't. Only since that cussed squarehead moved into this country.
That's right. Blame it on him.
Amy, I've listened to all I'm going to. Now, we're a couple of hungry men. How about some dinner?
I want you to know I'm deeply ashamed that my own son could do such a thing.
He did not mean to hurt.
Mama.
No, I don't excuse him, or myself either. I can only promise you it will not happen again.
Peter does not go back.
But, Papa, it would be different. Mrs. Durant says so.
Mrs. Durant, I know you think I'm only stubborn man. But what I really feel, you do not understand.
I think I do.
For myself, I have no fear. If God wills that I suffer, I do not complain. But the boy, he's so young.
Mr. Hoffman, everybody must fight for what he really wants and needs. Oh, I don't mean with the fists. There are other ways. I hope you'll change your mind.
Amy, for the last time, will you tell me what that skunk did to you?
John, he had nothing to do with it. The horse shied at a rabbit and threw me.
I don't believe it. You've been shielding him long enough.
John, what are you doing?
We've had nothing but trouble since those people came into this valley. I've taken a lot, but when he starts hiding behind a woman's
Now,
skirt...
look, Durand, don't go off half-cocked. I found your wife a mile from the Hoffmans, thrown by her horse, just like she said.
You stay out of this, Bonner. Let's go, Ray.
John, please! Mr. Bonner, you gotta do something. John will kill him.
I don't think he'd shoot an unarmed
You
man.
don't know him when he's excited. Please stop it.
Take it easy, Mr. Rand.
There's a lot of boys will be disappointed not to be in on this one.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, no.
Hey, Brad.
This is my land. I do no harm, and I hide from no man.
Mr. Hoffman, principle may be a fine thing, but a little discretion can save a lot of trouble.
I do not cause trouble. He does. Peter, go to the house.
All right, Hoffman, I'm going to take you apart.
Duran, cool off.
I told you once to stay out of this, Bonner.
Believe me, Mr. Durand, I'd like nothing better.
There he is, boys. Let's get him.
Hold it right where you are.
So it's you. Let's rush him. He can only get one of us.
Who wants to be the first one?
There's the one I want, boys. You can do what you like after I finish with him.
You keep your gun belt on.
What do you mean?
What I said goes for you too, Durand. You'll have to go through me if you want to get to him.
Here's that cattle deal doesn't mean very much to you, Bonner.
You're wrong. That deal meant a lot to me. But I'm not going to stand by while you beat up a man who won't fight back.
He's pretty brave facing a woman. Let's see how he stands up to a man.
I want no bloodshed. I do not like that you lose your business because you defend me. I must ask you to step aside, Mr. Bonner.
Mr. Hoffman, if I understand it properly, you were taught to love your enemies. Is that right?
Sure.
And if you love someone, it's fitting and proper to show some form of affection to them. Is that right? Like a hug. A bear hug.
A hug? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do this, yeah.
All right, I'll keep an eye on these boys while Mr. Hoffman gives us a demonstration of brotherly love. He's all yours, Durand.
Let me go. Let me go. Stop, he's killing me. Let me go. Stop, he's killing me.
Here's one who can use a little brotherly love, too.
Let me.
Show a little affection to this digging tool.
My enemies! I love you all!
They say you can't change people overnight, and by and large, that's true. But sometimes you're lucky enough to be in on the beginning of a change, and you get a good feeling about what's going to come. Like I said in the beginning, Bountiful sure was a nice little town. From any one of 100 small, dried-up cow towns in the West. It was just harder to get to. I'd push Scar all day through country that wasn't fit for prairie dogs. And thinking about that 50-mile ride back to Cooper City tomorrow didn't make either one of us feel any better.
That you, McCall?
No, McCall's sick. He sent me instead.
Who are you?
It's Bonner, Sheriff. Vint Bonner.
Well, Vint, glad to see you. You know what kind of job this is, don't you?
Yeah. I'm supposed to take a man back to Cooper City to be hung.
That's partly right. But this ain't a man. He's a cold-blooded murderer.
I've met that kind before.
Not like this one, you ain't. Not like Ransom Khalil. He's the hardest, meanest, lowest form of humanity I ever come in contact with inside jail or out.
Well, mean or not, I've still got to take him to Cooper City.
I don't envy your job, Vint. I suppose you got the papers?
Right here. Here's a warrant for his transfer and my identification as temporary deputy.
This could be more temporary than you think. Would you like to meet him?
Tomorrow will be soon enough. I'd like to get over to the hotel and get a meal and a good night's rest. My horse is tired, too.
I think you ought to meet him tonight, just in case you don't show tomorrow morning. I'll understand why.
Is he all that tough?
He's that tough. Bedrock, nothing else.
Let's meet him.
Khalil.
What do you want?
How'd you like to meet the man that's going to take you back to Cooper City?
I already met McCall.
But this ain't McCall.
The game's on me, Sheriff.
Well, look at him. Sheriff McCall wasn't able to make it himself, so he sent Mr. Bonner here in his place.
It's 50 miles to Cooper City, Mr. Bonner.
You can take it one of two ways. Riding a horse or being dragged by one.
Real tough, ain't you? Real tough, 'cause you got the law behind you.
I'd just as soon take you back dead as alive. I knew the storekeeper you murdered. He was a quiet, harmless man.
I heard all about it. He had a wife and 4 kids. Anything else you gotta tell me?
No. Nothing else.
You see what I mean?
I see what you mean. He's the kind that doesn't bend.
That's Khalil. He'll never bend.
He'll break.
What?
When the pressure gets too tight, he'll break.
Not Khalil.
Maybe, maybe not.
Vint, while you're getting room over at the hotel, I'll take your horse down to the stable and see that he's curried and fed.
Drop around later.
And I'll do that, and I'll buy you a drink. Because you're taking a load off my back. A big one. Well, you can't stand on one leg. Drink up, I'll buy another one.
That one's enough. It's a long ride tomorrow. I'll need all the rest I can get.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Hello, hello.
Is this the fellow who's taking ransom Khalil back to Cooper City?
You see how that kind of news travels? What about it?
Oh, nothing, Sheriff, nothing. Only I was just wondering where I could find Khalil's woman.
Well, I guess she's around town, all right.
Sheriff! Even if she is Khalil's gal, I'd give every ounce of dust I ever mined to have her look at me once. Just once. The way she looked at Khalil. Never could figure out what she seen in that cuss, that sour puss. He just as soon kick a woman as kiss him.
Well, I guess some heifers just ain't choosy about the pastures they roam, huh?
Well, this one can roam my pasture any time of the day, Sheriff. Any season of the year. Valia's her name. The prettiest little trick you ever did see. Skin the color of ivory, and the hair was just as black as...
Old timer, I think you better stick around civilization for a while. You're getting balmy wandering around the desert all the time.
Balmy, you call it? I just wish I was 20 years younger. I show you, I'd go after that black-haired little gal, and I did. That's what I do.
Howdy.
You want to get yourself killed?
Not for a spell yet. Oh, do you mind if I put my hands down, Sheriff?
Sure. And I'm not the sheriff. You'd be Valia.
Yeah, I'm Valia. You, got anything to eat around here?
Sorry.
Ain't had a square meal since that skunk Khalil got himself thrown in jail.
There's a place downstairs. I'll stake you to a meal.
Well, now. You're a gentleman. That's what you are, a real gentleman.
How'd you get in here?
Just walked in. I saw you on the street talking to the sheriff. Figured you'd stay here. It's the only hotel in town. I asked the clerk for your room number.
I'll stake you to a meal, but you're walking out.
You mean you want me to go?
That's the idea.
I don't have any place to go. I can't go back to my folks, or they'd tan my hide. I don't know where they are, anyway.
What about Khalil?
I wouldn't ask him for anything. I wouldn't touch $1 million gold if that skunk had anything to do with him.
I was told you were fond of him.
I was. Oh, I'd be glad to see him swing. You know what he did? He's got some money hid. You think he'd tell me? No, sir. Said if he couldn't spend any of it, neither could I. He wouldn't care if I starved.
What did you expect to find here?
You. Just you. I know a lot about you, Mr. Bonner. I know you're tough, but you ain't mean. I know you're taking Khalil back to Cooper City where they're gonna hang him. And when they hang Khalil, there'll be nobody. I'll be all alone. I'm Khalil's woman. Know what that means? I'd be willing to kill anyone who tried to hurt him.
Come in.
Say, Vince. Hey, see, you had company.
Khalil's girl.
Did she do that?
Just a scratch.
You know something? She's just as bad as he is.
Tell you one thing. She loves him.
Yeah?
Well, that's no crime, is it, Sheriff?
No, but what she done to your shoulder is, I'll scour the town and throw her into jail.
Forget it.
What'd you say?
I said forget it. As long as I don't press charges, you can't put her in jail.
But I don't want her in this town.
She won't be long after Khalil leaves. As long as he's here, she'll be thinking up schemes to get him out. By the way, Sheriff, who's minding the jail?
Hey. All right, Khalil, let's get going.
Why? I ain't interested in rushing this thing.
Come on, stalling ain't gonna get you nothing. Let's get moving.
Suppose we give him a little time to finish his breakfast.
I ain't asked anything from you, mister.
You're not getting anything, except one more minute with that.
And that could be the last breakfast you ever gonna eat.
I'm through. Lots of things can happen in 50 miles. I'm ready whenever you are, mister.
I'm ready.
Well, I guess this girl's given up, Vint. But you keep an eye peeled just the same, and not alone for her. I understand a few renegade Apaches broke out the reservation and are prowling south.
I heard that before I left Cooper City.
Well, it's your show from here on out. Good luck to you, Vint.
Thanks. So long, Sheriff. Move out. Not easy to eat with those things on your wrist.
Hear me complaining?
I'll take them off if you promise not to try anything.
Promise to kill you the first chance I get.
Guess they stay on then.
Hold it. Worried about something, mister?
Not particular.
I know different. I heard what Jernigan said back in Salt Lake about those renegade Apaches being on a prowl.
We'll rest the horses a while. I said we'd rest the horses. Get off. Over there.
You sure picked the place, mister.
What's wrong with it?
Them Indians could be anywhere in them hills, waiting to pick us off.
You're thinking about it. I was wondering if you thought about anything, Khalil.
I can think as clear as the next man. Only difference between me and them, they ain't got my kind of guts.
No man's made of iron.
Look, I know what's waiting for me in Cooper City. All right, so it's gonna happen. That's all there is to it.
I wasn't thinking about Cooper City. I was wondering about those Indians. What would happen if they came down?
Well, if they come down, I can take it here. Same as in Cooper City.
Here, have a drink.
I ain't ask you for nothing, mister.
Have a drink. We're gonna be here a while.
You're wondering about me, ain't you, mister? You're wondering that maybe down deep there might be some of me in you. In everybody. Scares you a little, don't it, mister?
I wouldn't trade places with you.
You'll get yours. You see, you and me are more alike than you care to admit. I just had the guts to stand up and take what I wanted. You'd do the same if you thought you could get away with it.
Anyone ever bother to tell you the difference between what's right and what's wrong?
What's right and what's wrong? Now there's a laugh. I guess even that measly storekeeper was right according to the way you look at it.
He was a family man. He wasn't doing anyone any harm.
He was greedy. Like a weasel's greedy. Buying at one price, selling at another, hoarding his money.
You're not even faintly sorry you killed him, are you?
I'm just sorry I got caught.
What about his wife and children?
They're none of my outlook.
Khalil, you deserve to be hanged.
I ain't begged for nothing, have I? I ain't weaseled or broke. Hang? Hang and be damned.
Get on your horse, son. On your horse. You know, Khalil, you judge by a yardstick you don't use on yourself.
Yeah? What's that supposed to mean?
That girl of yours.
Nice twist of female flesh, wouldn't you say?
She risked her life for you last night.
She'd done a better job with that knife. Maybe I'd be grateful.
You move wrong and I'll put a bullet in you before you've gone 10 feet.
Gonna gun a woman. Too bad she's out of close range.
She better stay out of range.
No use, mister. She'll be dogging us every step to Cooper City. Ain't so bad right now. But come nightfall, she's like a cat. She'll creep up behind you, soft as you please. And she'll have her claws deep in you before you know it. But you already know that, don't you, mister?
If that's what you wanted, why did you fire that shot?
To put a bullet in your head, that's why.
But you just said it yourself. She's out of range. She knows that, doesn't she?
What are you getting at, mister?
She could have waited till nightfall. Easy. Why risk warning me with a bullet that didn't have a chance?
I said, what are you getting at?
Your girl? I think she's in trouble. I think that shot was a call for help.
She can help herself. No skin off my hide what trouble she's in.
That's far enough. Drop the gun.
I gotta talk to you.
Not with that gun in your hand. Drop it.
I can't.
Go on. Put a slug in her. If you can, mister. I swear. Afraid to shoot a woman. Go on, honey. Put one in his teeth. Show him you're my gal.
Stop right there. I'll put a hole in your arm. That's better. Now drop the gun.
I think I better hang on to it. Why do you think I came down off that rock?
Behind these rocks, both of you. Hurry up. How'd you get out here without a horse?
I busted its heart, getting away from them. I had to. Know what they'd do to me if they...
Yeah.
Do I keep the gun?
Keep the gun.
Khalil.
What?
Well, this sort of throws odds against me, hon, but they ain't hung you yet.
It's great. It takes care of everything, don't it?
Khalil?
What do you want?
Well, I'm sorry I didn't do better last night. I tried.
Forget it. What's done is done.
They'll pick the horses off easy. And then we're stuck.
How well can you take starvation?
They won't stay around long. They just broke out of the reservation. Their only chance is to make the border. We're only a temporary diversion.
That may be true. Except for Valia here. He'll stick around a while for Valia.
Yeah, I guess they might.
Hey, you! Hey, you down there!
What do you want?
The girl. You got girl down there.
You go on, get out of here.
We're young, strong. We have some fun.
You had your fun, now go on.
Mister, you ain't gonna talk him out of this.
I can try.
You can try all you want, but you're not gonna do it.
You give us girl, we go away. You keep girl, we kill you both.
Khalil,
What do you want now?
they mean it, Khalil.
Valia! Valia! Valia, listen to me, get back! Do as I say, get back! Valia, no!
Well, not so quiet today. I remember just a few years back when it was the hottest tempered town in the whole valley. Guess that's all gone now. Only excitement left appears to be a couple of noisy drunks.
Oh, wait.
Get you right in, that's all.
Yeah, it does.
You boys have had it.
We're gonna cool you off a bit.
There ain't gonna be no nonsense in this town, not so long as I'm sheriff here.
Wait a minute now.
Now, just a minute. Go. Wait a minute.
Now, just a minute. We just had a little fun.
What are you doing? I know the John
And if there's a sound out of either one of you, I'll crease your skulls permanent.
Well, what can I do for...
My golly. Vint Bonner.
Heck, Partridge.
Why, you old rustler, you. Never thought I'd see you again. How many years it been? 5, 6?
Long haul. And you're still the sheriff of Quiet City.
Sure I am. Why? Did it surprise you?
No, not at all. Wouldn't be the same without you. Sheriff Partridge in Quiet City.
Well, I admit it's been a long time. 37 years. Well, what brings you to these parts, Vint?
A little favor for Tim Parker. You remember him?
Tim? Oh, sure. What's he got into?
Among other things, a big hunk of acreage down this way. He asked me to come down and sit on it till he got here. Out toward Fulton.
Oh, Fulton. That's farmland. That's all you ever see around here now, Vint. Nothing but farms.
Times change. This town's changed, too.
Main Street's 4 blocks longer, and houses run all the way down to the creek. There's a lot of people for one man to keep towing the mark.
When's the last time he had a shooting here?
What difference does it make when the last time was? Point is, next time it'd be 5 minutes from now if I didn't walk up and down the streets all day and half the night, keeping the peace like I always done.
Well, how long is it?
Oh, how do I know? I don't put them on the calendar. You know as well as I do that if I walked out of here without my gun on, those varmints would start killing each other and me before I could even get that door closed.
Now, heck.
Don't you heck me. You been talking to Buzz or somebody?
Buzz? I've only been in town 20 minutes. He must be grown up by now.
He'll be 25 in November, but he won't be around here much longer. He's clearing out. He's going east.
How far east?
Plenty far east. Been. You know what he said? He told me to take my sheriff's badge and put it in my hat. Buzz did? What do you think of that? All these years I've been keeping peace in this town, figuring that he'd go on keeping it after I was gone. And he decides to run out on me and become a lawyer.
A lawyer?
You know, how do you like that? A lawyer when he could be sheriff after me just for the asking. I can't even talk to him anymore.
Somebody said he'd seen you ride into town, Mr. Bonner. It's good to see you again.
Buzz, holy smoke, boy, you're bigger than me.
He's bigger than his britches. You're all ready to walk out on me. Packed up and waiting on the stage.
Pop, I'm not walking out on you.
Then what do you call what you're doing?
You know what I'm doing. I've explained. Tried to, anyhow. Hasn't been a shooting here in over 2 years.
2 years?
Because I put the fear of the law on them. Because there ain't a man in this town don't know he's got me to answer to if he breaks the law. That's why there ain't been no shooting.
Well, it's not so, Pa. Because the people here have changed.
Changed? Seems that's all I've been hearing the last few weeks. What do you know about people? What people you ever seen except the ones right here in Quiet City?
Well, they're the ones who've changed. Pa, the country's growing up, and I want to grow with it.
Go on. Go east. Be a lawyer. And come back. Hang up your shingle. I'll even give you a room. But do you know who your clients will be? They'll be bums out of my jail. Bums I put in there for shooting other bums. And you'll see.
You think you can still remember how to discharge them firearms of yours? Get your things together and come with me.
What are you talking about, Doc?
Out to Jace Norton's place. His hand just rode into town spouting dust a mile high.
What happened to Jace?
He's been shot.
Shot?
The hand says Joe Clapper done it. Says Jace is in pretty bad shape. I'm heading out there now. You want to come along with me in the rig or go on ahead?
Changed, have they? Respecting the law, are they? Well, go on. Go east and learn to be a lawyer. Maybe if you learn fast enough, you can take on Joe Clapper for your first client. So this is how the country's grown up, huh? Oh, I gotta laugh at you two. Honest, I gotta laugh. Oh, come on, Doc. I'll pace you out there.
You see how he is, Mr. Bonner? He won't listen. He won't give an inch. He'd rather there was still shooting and killing going on here in Quiet City. You know that?
You put that a little strong, Buzz.
Well, it's true. As long as people break the law, there's some use for him. The minute they begin abiding by it, he's not needed anymore. And don't you think he knows that? What's a man gonna do when he's not needed anymore?
That's a question we all have to answer for ourselves sooner or later. Say, didn't Norton used to have a place over by Tim Parker's uncle?
Well, he still has.
You reckon your father'd take it amiss if I rode over and offered to help?
I don't know, Mr. Bonner. I couldn't tell. You just saw how he is.
I'll see you later, Bud.
Yes, sir?
My name's Bonner. I came by to...
I recognize you, Mr. Bonner. Seen you around these parts some time back. I'm Abe Norton, Jace's brother.
Oh. How is Jace?
Dead. Leaving a wife and youngster and only a hard-scrabble farm to work. Dead over an argument over a fence and a couple of cows. Mighty high price to pay for a couple of loose boards come off a fence, wouldn't you say, Mr. Bonner?
Which way did Sheriff Partridge go?
North. He figured Joe might be making for that old abandoned trading post up there.
I'll ride over and see if there's anything I can do.
What can you do, Mr. Bonner? Repair the broken fence? It's a little bit late for that.
Joe Clapper, you come out. This is Sheriff Partridge.
Me, Heck. Right behind you.
Come on over, Vint. Keep low.
I came by Jace's place.
Did you talk to Abe?
Yeah, I talked to him. You know what Clapper's packing?
Nothing but a 6-gun. Anybody there besides Abe?
No, I didn't see anyone.
Oh, I reckon he ain't had much time yet.
Time?
Everybody hereabouts like Jace. Nobody much cares of this Joe Clapper. Wouldn't take Abe half an hour to round up a dozen or more.
What for?
Necktie party?
You don't mean that.
Oh, don't I? Hold it. Hold it, Vint. Joe Clapper, I know where you're at. I know what you're packing. You don't stand a chance.
You want to close in?
No, he's still got some slugs left.
Well, the sooner he's out, the sooner we can take him.
All right, Vint. You go on around. I'll keep you covered.
On my way. Don't move. That means don't turn around or anything.
Who are you?
That's Bonner.
Bonner? What are you doing in these parts?
The main thing I'm doing right now is disarming you. Throw your gun away.
Come on in, Heck. Well, I guess it's all finished now.
That's just what it is, mister. Finished.
Drop your gun. Keep your hands in the air. But I always gave my gun. Shut up! I don't want any moves or fast talk from you. Now, turn around. Turn around slow. Turn around, I said!
But he's already disarmed, Heck.
All right, Vint. I'll take over from here. Now, put your hands behind your back.
But, Sheriff, I'm coming in peaceable.
You hear what I said? Hands behind your back. All right, Vint, tie him up.
Do you think you need to?
All right, I'll do it myself. Don't you move, mister. Not a move, you hear me? Vint, grab up his gear. We gotta get out of here fast. This way, Vint.
Aren't you going to take him into Quiet City?
I said this way. We'll take the Crick Road, cross her behind the jailhouse and sneak him in the back. By now, Abe Norton has a man behind every tree along that road.
All right, Heck.
Give me your keys. Get that street door bolted and barred. Quick now. Come on. Now you get in there and keep quiet. Nothing's gonna happen to you, understand? Get in. You hear me say bolt that door?
Sure.
Reckon you'll have to stand with me a little longer, Vint.
What are you getting those for?
Protect our prisoner from mob action.
Heck, don't go imagining things.
I ain't imagining a thing, Vint. I know this town. Should by now. Here, how about you, Mr. Lawyer?
Oh, you mind telling me what all this is about?
What do you think it's about?
Lynch mob. Your pa thinks Norton's brother might be...
Think? I know. I know Abe, and I know what the people of this town felt about Jace. And I know what they feel about that no-good critter in there, too. And they're probably gathering together in the street right now, planning to break in here and take him away.
When was the last time you had a lynching in this town?
I don't care about the last time or the next time. There's not going to be a lynching here as long as I'm sheriff. Now, will you two stop arguing, and will you cover the back door? Buzz and I'll cover the front one. I got enough ammunition till Judge Wilson comes here on his circuit to cover them.
Oh, you're making this whole thing up. You haven't heard anyone say anything about a lynching.
Say anything? Why, you young fool, do you expect them to come in here and make an announcement? Don't you think I've been sheriff here long enough to know lynch fever when I see it?
Just what did you see, Heck?
I saw plenty. And I heard plenty, too.
Well, what? What's the harm in telling us, Pa?
I ain't a witness for your cross-examining, Mr. Lawyer.
But I was only asking, Pa.
I heard you asking. And you're asking an awful lot for a young squirt.
Mr. Bonner, you were out with him. Did you hear anyone say anything about a lynching?
You trying to make a liar out of your pa? Is that what you're trying to do? You flea-bitten young whippersnapper? What are you aiming to do, asking him whether I'm saying the truth? Why, you're still growing up and you're ready to go east, but I'm your pa, and I can whale the tar out of you any time I got the mind to. Now you keep your mouth shut until you're told to say something. Now take this gun and try to do something useful. Where are you going?
Out of here. For good.
For good is right. All right, then. I reckon you and me'll have to hold them off alone. You take the back, I'll take the front. Are you walking out on me, too?
Heck, come here a minute.
Huh?
Come here. Do you see any lynch mob out there?
What do you call that?
What?
That.
Those two youngsters playing marbles? Those boys?
Youngsters. Boys. The sun finally get you, Vint? What do you call that, a church dinner or something? No lynch mob, huh? I'll show you. Getting off the streets. I said getting off the streets. Every one of you. I aim to see you men dispersed and this street deserted by the time I count 3.
Mr. Partridge,
There'll be 1 or 2 of you lying dead in the ground. Now get off the streets.
Heck, for Pete's sake.
I know what you're after, Vid. I know why you come riding after me. You said you saw Jace. You said you talked to Abe. You joined up with him, didn't you, against me?
Heck, you know that's not true.
That's why you wanted us to ride down Main Street knowing that Abe was there with them lynch ropes on their saddle horns? But you won't get him, Vint. None of you here will get him. Hear me now? I'm talking loud. I'm talking plain. You can understand me, can't you? None of you here will get Joe Clapper without killing me first. That's what I said. You'll have to kill me first. And if you try it, some of you won't be alive any longer than I will. I represent the law here, and I aim to uphold the law no matter what.
Pa, what are you doing?
Don't you come at me, Buzz. If you join them lynchers, Factor, my son won't help you one bit.
Hold it, Buzz. Don't get too close.
Any one of you think I still ain't sheriff around here? Let him take one step closer. Let him put out a hand to take Joe Clapper.
Nobody wants Clapper. Don't you see that?
I'm warning you, Vint. I'm warning all of you. Who was it said you didn't need a sheriff around here?
He's shooting at me. All of us, his own people. What's wrong with him?
That's hard to say, Buzz. Your dad was a tower of strength in the old days when he was needed. Nobody appreciates the idea of being thrown on the scrap heap, worn out, useless.
What do we do, Mr. Bonner?
I don't like the idea of him being alone. I'm going around back.
I'm going with you.
Come on.
You come with me.
I'll go too, Sheriff.
You stay put.
Now, just a moment. I want to see the Honorable Judge McGonagall. He's my lawyer.
What are you doing now? You want to get lynched? I want to keep you where I can see you all the time.
Stay in the line of fire, Buzz. I'm going in. I got you covered. Drop the rifle. I don't want to have to shoot, Heck.
That's the only way you'll get him, Vint.
Drop the rifle.
You'll have to kill me. Kill me, or get out of here, or get killed yourself. Now, Vint. Right now.
He means it, Vint. Look at him. Look at his eyes.
Get out of here, Buzz.
He shot at me once today. He'll shoot at anybody.
Move. I'm only giving you another minute.
You better listen to him, Vint. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore.
I think he does. He's been the sheriff here a long, long time. Go ahead, Heck. Pull that trigger if you think you can.
Why did you have to show up? It's all your fault. You had to come to Quiet City and kill everything for me. When you rode into town this morning, I was still sheriff. I was still a man. And now, I'm nothing. Nobody.
That's not true, Heck. You're still the sheriff here.
Sheriff? When lynch mobs are gathering outside with ropes in their hands and killing in their hearts, you call that being a sheriff?
That's not a lynch mob out there. And this is the first killing in over 2 years. Those people don't want Clapper. They're perfectly willing for him to stand trial.
And you believe that too, son?
It's true, Pa. It's not a mob out there. It couldn't be. You've made the law and the office of the sheriff in this town ideals we all look up to.
Well, why are you running out on it?
I'm not running out, Pa. It's just that there's no longer any need.
No need? Well, Who'll be there to keep the peace and uphold the law?
The people out there. They'll uphold the law by respecting it. Pop, you've done your job. Give the rest of us a chance to live up to it and finish it for you.
I guess I've served my time. 37 years. That's long enough for a job to outwear any man. Especially an old codger who sees things that aren't there. And who hears voices that exist only in his head.
That can happen to a lot of people.
But I ain't dead, Vint. What are you supposed to do when the job's all done, but you keep on living?
You're still sheriff. Till Buzz gets back, steps into your boots.
How is he, Mr. Bonner? I mean the sheriff in there. Is he going to be all right?
I think so.
He's been sheriff of Quiet City for almost 40 years. We wouldn't know what to do without him.
Now, what kind of a name is that for a town? Quiet City. Just doesn't sound reasonable somehow.
Well, the town council's open for suggestions, sir.
Why don't you call it Partridge?
Partridge?
Turn it over in your mind.
So this was Hornitas Town. A lily pure mining camp where nobody gets killed, robbed, or even roughed up. My friend Marshal Murray at Sacramento had asked me to look into the matter. This I had to see.
Buenos dias, señor.
Buenos dias. Could I have some coffee?
Sí, señor.
Thank you.
Anything else, senores?
Just a check. Look here, Miss Hobbs.
What now, Sheriff Riker?
You better tell that gal of yours to be nicer to the customers. The way she acts, she could ruin a man's appetite.
Well, I noticed that you all finished your breakfast.
Huh? Well, put them on my bill.
When are you going to pay up?
Pay up? Well, what do you call protection for your business? Well, you got law and order.
Sheriff, Joe Crockett's back in town.
He won't be for long. Out of town, Frank. Out of town.
Boss Cafe, senor?
No, thanks. Just a check. Tell me something about your boss.
Miss Amity? She's a very sensible young lady, senor. But she lived by the good book.
Good morning, Miss Amity. My name is Bonner.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I'm a friend of Marshal Murray's in Sacramento. He asked me to drop by. How long has this been going on?
Too long. Some night somebody going to fix Sheriff Riedker.
Rosita, that is not the way of the Lord.
Madre mia. Always the good book. She is one sweet angel, senor. But how are you going to fight Big Devil with one little angel?
Looks like what you need is a change in the office of sheriff. I think Marshal Murray would approve.
Rosita, watch the door.
See.
If you can help us, this is all yours.
Come again?
Well, there's $500 here contributed by the citizens and merchants of Hornitas, payable at my discretion.
You mean you want me to wrestle Hornitas from the devil?
Do you think you can help us?
Miss Amity, for $500, you just bought yourself a new angel.
Oh, just a moment. May I have your gun, please?
Huh?
Well, I don't hold with violence and bloodshed. It's against my principles.
Well, what have your principles got to do with my gun?
Oh, I'm afraid it must be expressly understood that you're not to kill any man, or even hurt any man, except in your own self-defense.
Miss Amity, with me, it's always self-defense.
Well, just to make sure, and to guard you against temptation, leave your gun with me.
You want me to go out into that town without a gun?
The harder the victory, the greater the glory.
Oh.
Hey, may I say, the good book.
You hold it. I'd have swore I'd never do this even for my own mother.
I'm sure your mother would approve. You're a good boy, Mr. Bonner. Oh, would you be our guest at dinner?
Thank you, ma'am. Providing I'm still able to eat. Well, maybe she's got something, Scar. Maybe if a man used his brains, he wouldn't have to use bullets. Let's give it a try. What do you think you're bumping? Yeah. My mistake. Morning, Tony.
What's this I hear about how you beat up a man that comes to town to see the doctor? Maybe buy a few drinks afterwards.
Crockett asked for it. I already warned him to stay out of town.
And every time you do that, I lose a customer. Why do you have to be such a stupid ox?
Who you call a stupid ox? It wasn't for me.
Take your hands off me.
Listen, amigo. You run this saloon and your crooked card games. Don't you ever forget who runs this town.
You're new here. Yeah, just passing through.
I'm Sheriff Riker. Who are you?
My name's Bonner.
Now, you ain't related to Vint Bonner.
Never heard of him. My name's Joe Bonner.
Don't matter. I notice you ain't toting a gun. How come?
Well, let's just say it's moral principles.
Moral what?
Well, believe it or not, Sheriff Riker, there's some people that don't hold with toting a gun.
Yeah, well, back east they're safe, but you take a tough gold camp like Hornitas. Any man who can't protect his life and property, he better buy himself some protection.
Oh. And if he bought himself some protection, how much would it cost?
Well, I'll make you a special rate. Only $25 a day.
It's pretty special. Isn't it a little steep?
It's life insurance. For instance, if I was to get tough with you right now and pull a gun, was to tell you to take out your wallet, what would you do?
I'd take out my wallet. 25.
That's all.
Just a minute. Does this guarantee to protect me no matter what happens, or what trouble I get into?
Best protection money can buy. For the rest of the day. Oh, I forgot to mention. My day's over at sundown. Now, nights get real rough. Then we'll make a new deal.
You're pretty smart, Sheriff.
Smart enough.
I bet you play a good hand of poker.
No, I happen to have time for a few hands right now. Come on. Maybe you can win back your money.
All right.
Tony Molinar, Joe Bonner.
Mr. Molinar?
Mr. Bonner's interested in a little game.
Glad to have you, Mr. Bonner.
Much obliged.
That last card, Bonner. You dealt it from the bottom.
I always deal myself an ace from the bottom. Especially while I'm dealing with your marked deck.
Marked deck?
They're readers. Pick up your hand. You've got kings and jacks, pair of each.
They are marked. How about it, Molinar? I make a suggestion, Bonner. I suggest you give us back our money.
Nothing doing. Sheriff, how about my protection?
Till sundown, and the rate goes up. $100.
50?
75. Okay. Pick up your win.
I warn you.
Why don't you put that away before you hurt yourself?
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Hold it! Some of that's my money. I want it.
Just because you bulled your way into a crooked poker game?
Come across, Chinhorn.
Sheriff.
All right, get him out of town. I don't want to see him around. Now, see how it paid to have protection?
Yeah, Sheriff, you got a nice system. Good organization, too.
That sheriff of yours is as crooked as a corkscrew. Fortunately, the saloon keeper's just as bad.
Fortunately.
Sure. Remember in the good book where it said the men of Gideon got their enemies to fighting among themselves?
And then just sat themselves down to watch the battle. But, wouldn't that be promoting violence?
Well, I don't recall reading where anyone was punished for using their brains. Not that I guarantee results.
Everything is possible. If you have faith.
Firearms have been known to help.
Well, I admire your principles, but I'll try not to die for them.
Let that horse alone. It's my horse. It used to be. Belongs to Mr. Molinar now.
Glad to see you on the job, Sheriff. Arrest this man. He stole my horse.
You stole my money, I stole your horse. Now we're even.
I paid for protection for my life and property, didn't I, Sheriff?
I made a deal with you, but I don't recollect none with your horse.
What do you think of our sheriff now? Very efficient, isn't he?
Very efficient. For a double-crosser.
Fighting words, mister.
I want the protection I paid for.
You got it. At my expense.
I've had enough out of you. What's more, I'm fining you for disturbing the peace. That ought to do it. You ought to be glad to get that back. Now, there's a stage leaving for Sacramento at 4 o'clock. You better be on it. Now, make yourself scarce. Keep your trap shut. I'll find you, too.
Mr. Bonner, you're back very soon. Is there anything wrong?
Oh, nothing much. Just my horse has been stolen. I've been robbed, given the bum's rush, and I want my gun back.
You've forgotten our agreement.
Look, the sheriff called off his agreement with me, and I'm calling off mine with you. My gun, please.
Then you weren't sincere.
Miss Amity, I believe in the good book as much as the next fella. And I respect your principles. But they've taken my horse and all my gear and told me to get out of town on the 4 o'clock stage. So give me my gun.
All right. Your gun will go with you on the stage. In the express box.
For a lady who doesn't like violence, you're sure asking for a spanking.
Mr. Bonner, you would do well to remember the men of Gideon.
Miss Allen, Gideon. Hi, old timer. Look, I'll give you $50 for that equalizer.
$50?
That's right.
Sorry, son, but money can't buy it. In this camp, a man needs life insurance.
Men of Gideon.
Get out. Nobody's allowed in here.
I'm already in.
What do you want?
My horse. Don't get me wrong. I'm willing to pay. He left me a little over $200.
You value your horse very high.
Well, he's more than just transportation. He's more like my next of kin.
I wonder how my friend the sheriff would feel about me making a deal with you.
Your friend? Don't make me laugh. There's no love lost between you two. You don't like him any better than I do.
No, he's not a very likable fellow, but his fists, they command respect.
Not to me.
You're not afraid of him?
I'd take him on if I had a good reason.
Such as your horse?
That would be a good reason. Of course, I haven't got a gun. I'd need backing up. How about it?
All right, it's a deal. It's not very big. But I always hit the man I aim for.
You're catching that Sacramento stage right here. Now go sit down and wait for it. Keep an eye on him, boys.
Miss Amity, may I please have the package?
Just as soon as you get to Sacramento. It's addressed to you there, care of Marshal Murray.
But even David was allowed a slingshot.
It is written, he who lives by the sword shall perish by the sword.
For the last time.
It is no use, senor. To argue with her is to argue with a rock.
So right. She could be such a nice girl if she just weren't so blamed stubborn. Now, look, Bonner! What are you trying to do? Rob the lady?
Thank you, Sheriff.
You're welcome, miss. Now, sit there. Mind your manners. Mind. What are you looking so cheerful about?
Am I? About time for the stage, isn't it?
And that tin horn's going to be on it.
What if he objects?
I'll put him on myself, in person.
It's an excellent idea.
Would you please put this in the express box for me right away? That should more than cover the charges. Keep the change. Thank you. Well, goodbye, Mr. Bonner. And peace go with you.
Thank you. For how long? Hey, you. Get a move on. Move. Okay, drag it away. Now, wait a minute, Sheriff. You wouldn't shoot an unarmed man. Not in front of all these people, anyway. Would you? I'm gonna show you. After I get through with you, you're gonna be real sorry you ever came to Hornitas. I know he's your duly elected sheriff, but as far as I'm concerned, he's a yellow-bellied skunk. The kind of a man who would hit a man when his back is turned. See what I mean? Here, I'll give you a hand. He's pretty awkward, too. Soft in the middle. Too much beer. You know better than to kick people. I bet you 2 to 1 he's got a glass jaw. Now, if you want to stay up when you stand up, you turn in that badge. He who lives by the sword.
I'm glad you're early. You're going to have a really fine supper.
Well, I'm afraid I can't stay.
Oh?
Sheriff Riker's deputies just left town.
You and the rest of the folks can go about the business of electing a new sheriff now.
Can't you stay and tell them yourself?
I have to catch up with my gun. That is, if it's all right with you.
But you will try and remember the men of Gideon.
I'll try, Miss Amity. But good doesn't always triumph over evil. Sometimes it needs a little extra push.
I know I gave you a hard task, but I can't change what I believe.
And like the leopard in the Bible, I guess I can't change my spots. You're a nice girl.
Madre mia, the best hombre you ever meet in all your days, and you let him get away. Go after him.
No, Rosita. He said it himself. He's not for me.
What's your horse, mister? Only a quarter.
Well, he's a smart animal, but he's never been known to untie a knot.
I wasn't thinking of that. It's the perils of natural phenomena.
The what?
Hailstorms, for instance. I could get him to shelter real quick.
Well, now, old-timer, when's the last time you had a hailstorm around these parts?
See now. Must be 10, 11 years.
Well, I'd say you're about due. Seems like a peaceful little town.
Peaceful as they come. Except for last Saturday's fracas. We haven't had a killing here in 5 years, ever since Sheriff Kropp went into office.
Well, judging by the sign outside, I don't see why you should object to a little trouble.
I suppose not. I just couldn't take no pleasure in burying Arnie Ledbetter. Nice young lad like that. Of course, Arnie should have known better than to throw down with Bonner in the first place.
Oh! Easy, mister. I almost cut your ear off.
You sure you got your facts straight?
Well, sure. Going up against a man like Vin Bonner is just plain suicide. Here, you can read it yourself. Seen it happen. We're standing at the bar at the Ace High Saloon having a beer. Happened right in front of my eyes.
Give me a towel.
Yeah.
What was the fight about?
Well, nobody seemed to know it happened so fast. Arnie Ledbetter was a big, good-natured Swede. Sober, he'd had sense enough to be scared.
Was it a fair fight?
I used to have a little woman down in Wichita. Had a nasty habit of throwing cookware at me. Well, I didn't think it was fair that I should be a target for a frying pan. Then, on the other hand, she didn't think it was fair that I learned to duck so good. I guess fair is just a matter of your point of view. How would you like some of the finest turkey?
How come nobody tried to stop the fight?
Mister, Arnie Ledbetter was a dead man the moment he got into that quarrel. There wasn't no power on earth could have saved him.
But why would a man like Bonner pick on a helpless drunk?
Well, if you want the answer to that question, you better ask Bonner.
I'll do that.
Interested in hearing the rest of it? What he didn't tell you? That gunman, that Bonner, he don't kill for pure pleasure. What he do, it's got to cost someone. Here he's out of town on a pay job right now.
You know who paid for Ledbetter's death?
You see Arnie's girl, Miss Evelyn Nemack. She has a millinery store. Ask her how come Arnie got himself all of a sudden dead. Yeah, that's her place. Mighty tidy possum, Miss Nemack.
Here, old-timer. Register me in at the hotel. Take care of my horse, too.
I gotta put something on the register book. What name will I sign, mister?
Bint Bonner.
Mr. Beebe, I thought I made it clear I didn't want you hanging around this hotel lobby.
I'm not hanging around. I brought you a customer. Friend of mine. Wants your best room.
I don't see a customer.
You will, Mr. Dibler, soon enough.
Check. $1 a day. In advance.
Naturally.
Room 6. Head of the stairs. What's this, some kind of a joke?
And you, maybe.
Galway, what does this mean?
Well, how do I know?
Well, you just better know. Look, you...
Later. I'll explain later.
You better explain. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't mean a thing. I'll take care of everything.
You're not wearing black.
If you are, Bonner, then who was the other man?
That's what I'm here to find out. What are you running away from?
It's finished. This, whatever his name is, shot him. Arnie's dead. Why not leave it alone?
I have to find out why. I heard you could help me.
Do you think I'm beautiful?
Yes.
Arnie thought so, too.
Woman can't much help the way she looks.
No. No, but she can recognize her own power. And that's what beauty is, you know.
I know you're trying to tell me about Arnie's
Do
killing.
I have to spell it out for you? A man was paid. A hired killer. Paid to murder Arnie.
Paid by who?
Arnie was an ordinary sort of boy. Good, kind, but oh so ordinary. A letter came in the post today from Arnie's father. He's on his way here for the wedding. You're still wondering what I'm running from? How do you tell a man? Your son is dead. Because of me.
Who underwrote the killing?
I didn't mean anything by it. You've got to believe that much. I never dreamed it would end up this way. Oh. To be paid compliments by a gentleman. A man of breeding and refinement. Do you know what that means to a girl in a town like this? It was something I needed. I was just being gracious. You wanted a name. Elston Dibler, the hotel owner.
Thank you.
You see why I'm not wearing black. It wouldn't be proper. Even now, I don't know that I really meant to marry Arnie. Maybe deep down, I was hoping waiting for something. I don't know.
Kind of a drastic way to break an engagement.
There he is, Sheriff. Civic Reception Committee. That's him, Sheriff. Tell him.
When I need instructions from you, Calloway, I'll get in touch. What's your business in Grizzly Hill, mister?
I'm waiting for Vint Bonner.
I hear you call yourself Bonner.
That's why I'm waiting.
Well, there's two possibilities. A coincidence in names.
He's lying, Sheriff. There's only one Vint Bonner.
Well, that's the other possibility.
There's only one sure way to find out.
Not in my town. I don't care a particle who's the genuine Bonner. You boys want to decide the issue? Decide it somewhere else. And I want you out of town come sunup, mister. No ifs or buts.
You gonna do as he says?
What's the Sharpie got to do with it?
Calloway's found a steady meal ticket in that new boy of his. He sets up the action, gets a slice of the pie for his trouble.
Bonner? I don't wear a gun.
What's the going price of a lovesick young Swede on the hoof?
I want to make it clear I'm not going to fight you.
Of course not. A man of your breeding and refinement would find someone else to do his fighting for him. Stay where you are so I can keep my eye on you.
I don't know what she told you.
You know exactly what she told me.
Arnie Ledbetter was nothing to you. You didn't even know him.
I know him now. How much?
What?
How much?
It's $1,000.
If you want to fix blame, it was her fault. She led me on, played up to me. She's nothing but a cheap little flirt. I'm not going to fight you.
You may not have a choice. Someone used my name to kill a man for money. Before I leave tomorrow morning, I'm going to clean that up. Whatever it takes to do it.
Cost you another $1,000.
You dirty chiseler. You and that ringer. None of this would have happened if you hadn't palmed him off as Vint Bonner.
Oh, wait a minute. You wanted a professional. Someone whose reputation would guarantee the quality of his work. Well, there wasn't time for my boy to build up a trademark, so we borrowed Bonner's. You got no beef. We delivered.
Yeah, trouble. A wagon load of trouble, and by rights it should all be yours.
Except for one thing. See, we don't have to stay in Grizzly Hill. You do. Still cost you another $1,000.
All right. But get it over with. Quick, no mistakes.
My boy will be here before morning.
You, on your feet. Take care of my horse, you.
Looks like you took care of him yourself. Just wonder how he can still stand.
Where do I find Evelyn Emack? Well, where, I say?
Front Street, down from the hotel. You can't miss it.
Isabel.
No, don't say that. I didn't mean anything.
Against his father's wishes, my Arnie leaves the farm. Not yet 20 years old. I warned him. In the cities, I told him you will find women without souls. But he would not listen. I'd almost rather he was dead than married to such as you.
Don't say that. You don't understand.
I went by the graveyard. Nothing to show for 20 years but a wooden marker.
Stop it.
Where is he? This man who shot my Arnie. This Vint Bonner. Where is he?
He's not here. He's away someplace.
He will be back. When?
I don't know. Tomorrow, maybe the next day.
I can wait. To wait is all I have left.
What can I do for you?
I want a room.
$1 a day with breakfast. Sign here. I'll get your key.
Where is he?
What?
Vint Bonner. I want him. Is he here now in this hotel?
Well,
My name is Olaf Ledbetter. I come 200 miles to find the man who killed my son. You understand, mister?
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Bonner's in room 6, top of the stairs.
You stay where you are.
I wouldn't budge for anything in the world.
Today you won't sit over there. To take from me first my son, then my strength. Why? Why leave me anything at all? My life, take that too.
You're Arnie Ledbetter's father? I know what you're thinking, Mr. Ledbetter, but I didn't shoot your son.
You're Vint Bonner. I saw your name on the book.
Didn't he tell you downstairs?
He told me you were here, that is all.
I might have known. If you looked at the register, you'll notice when I signed in. Today. 5 days after your son was killed. I wasn't anywhere near Grizzly Hill when it happened.
But,
You listen to me, Mr. Ledbetter. You knew who he wanted. You could have told him.
You had a gun on my side.
What's the good of all this talk? I know what to do.
You made a promise to me upstairs. We'd do it my way.
I, too, made a promise on my son's grave.
There's only one thing keeping you alive. That's a prejudice I have against shooting anyone in cold blood.
Well, gentlemen, he's here. He said to tell you that he'll be expecting you on the street, Mr. Bonner, in 5 minutes. If you're not there, he's coming after you.
I'll be there.
Your hand is hurt. You cannot fight. You wouldn't stand a chance. I go for the sheriff.
No.
Then I fight myself.
No, you stay here. Your chance may come soon enough.
You're left-handed?
No. But there's still one advantage in my favor.
What's that?
He took my name in the first place because he figured the reputation that went with it would throw a scare into the other fella. Give him an edge. Now he's on the other end. He's up against a man whose name he took. There's a difference. I know. Kellaway already told me the news.
Well, anyway, you don't have to worry about the sheriff busting things up. I sent him out to loose gamblers, chasing rustlers. What's the matter with your gun hand?
Nothing. You better get off the street, old fellow. Things are going to get rough around here.
Better start praying Bonner gets himself killed. If he don't, you're the next one he'll come gunning for.
You heard what he said. He wouldn't kill in cold blood.
You think his blood stays cold? You ever see a man's face after a gunfight? After he's had to kill?
I don't own a gun.
You think that makes any difference?
Figure this is the way to come by a reputation honestly?
You called it.
It won't be as easy as Ledbetter.
School keeps getting harder every day.
You're young. It's a rough school to flunk out of.
Mister, long as I'm wearing this, I don't have to worry about no diploma.
Bonner, look out!
Could have just as easily called myself Johnny Ringo.
Satisfied?
I thought it would help. It doesn't. He's just a boy himself.
I'm just leaving, Sheriff.
Had him saddled up an hour ago.
You had a lot of faith in me.
I still do. No charge.
Here at hand. Look at Bessie right down there. Look at that head. Look at that shoulders. Look at the flanks there. Now, come on. Do I hear 35? 35? Where's your sporting blood, gentlemen? What are you going to bid? Are you going to bid 35? Do I hear 35? Now, come on. Are you all through at $30 with 4.5 gallons of rich milk per day? $30 once? $30 twice? Sold to Vint Bonner for $30 right over there. All right, now, come on. Bring up the next item.
30 for Bessie and 300 for the herd, that right?
That's right. You sure do plan ahead, Vint.
What do you mean, plan ahead?
Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Vint, when you're, planning a little one.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm buying this herd for my boss, Sam Griffiths. I'm taking him back to the Double G tomorrow.
Oh, so you were just acting for Sam Griffith, huh?
Of course I was.
Now, Vint, look, I've known you a long time. There's no need to keep things secret. When a man's time comes, it just comes, doesn't it?
What do you mean, when a man's time comes?
Oh, you don't have to fool me. Now, come on. Congratulations, Vint.
Come on, Bessie.
Hear the news, Jonah?
Yeah, Vint Bonner finally got a hook.
What are you talking about?
Just a minute, mister, till I make this move. There, that'll hold you, Jonah. What do you want, Sonny?
Look, I just asked you.
Wait a
You
minute.
said-
Wait, my move here. Now, what do you want to know?
I want to know about whatever this getting hooked means.
You're Bonner, ain't you?
Yes, I'm Bonner.
Well, we all got to go sometime.
Got to go where?
I don't mind him. That's just Jonah's way of saying congratulations.
Yeah, but congratulations on what?
When you got to jump, you got to take it. That's the rule.
All right. I know the rules.
Well, act like he did. Go on and take that jump.
Wait just a minute. I want to know about this getting hooked.
Just like Grant took Richmond. Congratulations, Bonner. You got what you went after, and she's a beauty.
She's a beauty. Oh, yeah. You mean the auction? Yeah, she's one of the nicest cows I've seen in a long time.
Cow?
Yeah. Sure hope she doesn't lose too much butterfat on that 100-mile walk back to the ranch.
Butterfat? He ain't gonna let that little girl walk 100 miles, is he?
Butterfat?
Hello there, Quint.
Hello, Bonner. If you're here about a news item, you're too late for this week's paper.
I'm not interested in any news item. I just dropped by to say hello and maybe pick up my mail if I've got any.
There's nothing here. Some letters went out for you in the post this morning. 6 letters, to be exact.
6 letters? Now, what 6 people in Powder Creek could be writing me?
Not 6. Just one, the same one. As if you didn't know. Writing you every day like she's been doing all summer.
She? What are you talking about?
Now, look, I'm postmaster here, so you can spare me that blank look. What do you want? Congratulations? All right, congratulations. I wish you two a very happy marriage. Now, get out of here. I got a paper to get out.
No, Quint, wait a minute. What's wrong with everybody in this town? Are they eating loco weed or something? I haven't had 2 letters in 6 months.
I am in no mood for playing games with you. Now, get out of my way. I got work to do. Oh, excuse me, Doc. You'll find your mail in the lower bin.
What's your hurry? Vint Bonner. You know that you have a lot of well-wishers in Powder Creek, and I think it's high time you were putting down some roots. And Helen Rockwood is a lovely girl.
Helen Rockwood?
You just can't believe your good luck, huh?
Well, what's it all about, Doc?
Vint, this is a small town. Folks just sort of come down here and hang around while Quinn sorts the mail. And a pretty girl like Helen ripping open your letters,
Like she couldn't wait another minute. Smiling and blushing over them.
Excuse me, Doc.
I'm so glad to see you.
Somebody might see us.
Oh, darling, who cares?
I care for one.
You've got it right.
Well,
You've got it right. Oh, Vent, I honestly think you're embarrassed.
Yeah, well, I'm embarrassed. I'm plenty embarrassed. Now, look, Helen, everybody that knows me knows I'm a loner.
What's a loner?
Well, a loner's a fellow who goes his own way alone. Well, not that I haven't thought of being married sometime, but not now, and not on the strength of some letters that I didn't write.
Oh, don't be shy, darling. They were such wonderful letters. I got 3 of them just this morning. That's what I was doing when you wrote up.
Yeah, well, what, writing letters?
Oh, no, reading yours. And rereading them and learning them by heart.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a pleasant surprise, darling. But why didn't you tell me you were coming?
I did. Is your aunt home?
Aunt Minnie, no.
Yeah.
She went to town. We needed some things from the store.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I should have met her. I wish I had.
Here they are, darling. Oh, but she'll be back any minute. Let's not waste any of these precious minutes together. Then even with all these wonderful letters, there's so many things I want to ask you. I want to know all about your childhood. I want to know all about your folks. I want to know...
Yeah, well, I better leave.
Leave?
Yeah, well, it just isn't right. Here we are in this house alone, you know.
Vince, that's just like you. You're everything that's fine and honorable.
I am, huh?
You remind me of those nights I used to read about when I was a little girl.
I do.
Oh, Vent, let's really get to know each other.
No, Helen. Look, Helen. Now, look. I'm just an ordinary run-of-the-mill cowpoke. You built the man out of your imagination, out of a bunch of fairy tale books and a mess of mushy letters. Now, how many times have I seen you in the last 4 or 5 years? A couple of times, maybe.
You danced with me at the Crocker's barn raising.
Yeah, I danced with you one time. The one dance you didn't dance with Quint. Now, Helen, that's how I think of you, as a pretty girl. You're a very pretty girl.
As a matter of fact, you're one of the prettiest girls in town.
But...
Oh, sweetheart. Now who's building romantic dreams out of nothing? Your eyes are like the blue of a mountain pool with the sun shining on it. And your hair is like spun gold. Oh, now, Vent, look at my eyes. They're not blue at all. They're greenish gray.
Yeah, they are.
And feel my hair. Now, that's not spun gold. It's just hair.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But Helen, we've got some things to talk about. Now, I've thought about marriage, and you're a pretty girl, and I'm no wooden cigar store Indian, that's a fact. But even if I'd thought about marriage, you're Quint Todd's girl, and he's a friend of mine.
I am not.
Well, you two were always together.
Oh, Vin, I was a child when Quint first started calling on me. I mean, he's nice enough looking, and he's intelligent.
Well, he's just a prince, that's all. He's one of the nicest fellas I ever saw, that's all.
Oh, he's not my prince. You are. Oh.
Helen. Look, Helen. Now, your Aunt Minnie raised you. She ought to know you. She ought to know you very well. And she's on Quint's side, isn't she?
Well, she did say that I was taking your letters a little too seriously. But now, Vin, Aunt Minnie's a very sweet person, but, well, she doesn't know anything about men at all. I mean, for 5 years, Quint has been taking me to hay rides and church socials and barn dances and things, just because he didn't have anybody else to take. And never once did he say anything like you said in your last letter. Oh, say it to me now, darling. I want to hear it in your own voice.
Listen, will you forget those letters?
I'm still talking about old Quint. Now, I saw him this morning. He put every cent he had into that newspaper he's got. Every cent his father left him. I saw him ink up to his elbows, working like a dog. Now, a man can have a lot of poetry inside him, but he just hasn't got a chance to say it.
You said them. He didn't, but you did. Your waist is so small a man could span it with one hand. Oh, now, Vint, look at my waist. It's small, but it isn't that small.
Helen, I'm going back to town. Maybe I'll run into your aunt along the way. I hope I do. Because I've got something to say to her.
Oh, I can answer for her. The answer is yes.
You keep talking about those letters. Get me a paper and pen. I want to write you something.
Don't write it. Say it. Oh, you don't even have to say it.
Get 'em?
Oh, funny, Vint. Masterful, Vint. All right. I'll get them. But first... Oh! Oh! Darling, are you all right?
I'm all right.
Vint Bonner. I heard in town you were here, but...
I'm here.
So I see. You know, your little trip to Powder Creek kind of surprised everybody. We thought you were clear up Black Rock way, working for Sam Griffith. Oh, Helen, will you take these things
Yeah,
upstairs?
Helen, would you take those things upstairs? I want to talk to your aunt.
I'll see you later, dear.
Yes.
My, you're looking fine, Vint. Real fine.
Likewise.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Flatter an old woman? Well, now that you're here, we're going to hold on to you. My goodness, if I lay out money for a room in town, we'll just air out the spare bedroom and...
Auntie, the jig's up.
Huh?
Up.
Oh, you know. Did you tell Helen?
No.
You going to?
No. You're going to.
She's a lovely girl, a real warm-hearted, fine girl. But the pretty looks, that's just the outer wrappings, like the husks on corn.
The outer wrappings are fine. Helen's a beauty.
Can't you understand? I just couldn't see her a-peeking and a-pining for Quint Todd, losing her youth, turning into a frosty old maid like me.
Minnie, how old is Helen anyway?
23 her next birthday. But a woman loses a bloom fast when she's got a lot of love to give and nobody to give it to. My sweetheart was killed at Shiloh.
There are plenty of marriage-minded men around, and she could have her pick of the lot up.
But it's not just any marriage I want for her, Vint. It's a happy marriage. I want a man for Helen who'll be... Well, the fact is, Quint Todd's right for her. That's all I aim to do. Bring Quint to the boiling point, as it were.
Well, that's fine. That's just fine. But did you have to fry me on a hot griddle to do it?
Well, first off, Vint, I never knew you were coming to Powder Creek.
Oh.
Leastways, not until Quint and Helen were safely married.
Well, I'm in Powder Creek, and I'm in trouble. Minnie, how in the world did you ever figure this scheme out in the first place?
Well, you know, it really wasn't too difficult. I've got a sister living over to Black Rock, right near the Double G. She's the postmistress. Well, anyway, she'd mail Helen's letters to you, back to me. And then
I've got it. Well, you must see that Helen's got to be told. And right now.
Oh, I suppose so.
You suppose so?
Well, I know it.
Only what?
Well, Quint showed signs of being shook up by those letters.
Well, Quint's got company. I'm a little shook up myself.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, but the sight of the two of you together might be just the thing that would...
Minnie.
No?
No.
Not even for the little while you're in town?
Not even for 10 minutes.
Oh, all right, Vint. I'll tell Helen the whole truth. But it'll be a terrible blow to her.
Oh, nonsense, Minnie. She doesn't even know me. That paper-writing, cologne-smelling doll you invented, a real man could take his place in her dreams just like that.
Oh, must I tell everybody in town? Does Quint have to know, too?
Well, just keep it among the three of us.
But everybody's expecting a wedding, and with you showing up
Well,
in Powder
cheer
Creek...
up. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh, well, what'll she tell people?
Well, just let her say that she got a second look at me and she found out that we weren't fitted for each other.
Oh, nobody'd believe that.
Of course they will.
Never, never in the world. Why do you suppose I chose you to make Quint Todd jealous? You're a fine figure of a man, Vint Bonner.
Well,
a great catch.
Well, that's fine. You just tell Helen and I'll be on my way.
Well, aren't you even going to say goodbye to her?
No, Minnie. It's much better this way.
Well, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Vint.
Hello, Vint.
Hello, Quint.
I'm glad I caught you. I want to apologize for my behavior this morning.
No apology necessary.
I came to a decision this morning. I'm selling the newspaper and pulling up stakes here. Well, once again, the very best to you and Helen.
Now look, Quint. You can't just go off and sell your newspaper, not until after you've run the news of Helen's marriage. Why don't you stay here a minute? I've got an idea. Aunt Minnie, come over here.
Yes, Vint.
Have you talked to Helen yet?
No, not yet.
Good, I've got a better idea. Look, I have to go to town about an hour on business. I'll be back. In the meantime, why don't you pack us a lunch while my fiancé entertains Quint here?
Picnic lunch? I'd be glad to.
Sure, I thought the three of us, Quint and I and Helen, would go up to Willow Glen, have a little picnic.
Vint, that's very nice. You don't want me tagging along.
Oh, sure I do.
But you just got here. You and Helen haven't seen each other for a year.
Oh, we've got a lot of time to talk about things. A lot of time.
Well, hello, Quint.
Oh, Helen?
Helen, Aunt Minnie's going to fix us up a picnic lunch. We're going to ride out to Willow Glen. Just the three of us.
The three of us?
Sure. You and me and old Quint here. He wants to write something about the wedding, so I thought he might as well come along and work it out.
Oh, well, Vint, I could write the story up and give it to Quint later once we've made all our plans.
Now, you listen to me, you cute little heifer. We're getting married tomorrow. Quick and easy.
Tomorrow?
Sam wants me back at the ranch at the end of the week.
But I don't know if
I'll go fix the lunch.
Now, look, I've got to go to town about something. Now, tell you what. I'll meet you two at Willow Glen in exactly 2 hours. How's that?
Oh, but I don't know if that would look right.
Now, save it, will you, honey bunch? I'm late now.
You two planning to live up at the Double G?
I don't know. I guess so. But I mean, well, that depends on Vint. It doesn't really matter where we live, as long as we're together. Well, excuse me, Quint. I'd better go help Aunt Minnie with the lunch.
Old-timers in Powder Creek, there's only one really has the right to say, I belong here. His name now is George Washington Smith. When I met him first, it was running elk. How many kids you got now?
11.
George Washington, how would you like to own a first-class milk cow?
Always get sleepy right after I eat. Lose my appetite, too. Hey, what time is it?
10 minutes later than the last time you asked me.
Oh. Well, like I was saying, they don't have any accommodations for married folks out the Double G, so I guess she'll have to stay with her Aunt Minnie a while longer.
Well, wouldn't Mr. Griffith let you build a cabin for us?
Nope. You know, you are the cutest little heifer.
Vint, don't call me that.
Helen likes that highfalutin talk like hair like spun gold. Well, don't you worry, honey. When I get back to the ranch, I'll write you letters just full of that high-class talk. But a cowboy that's got a wife to worry about just ain't worth his salt.
Bonner, if that's the way you feel about it, why are you getting married?
Well, just love this little heifer. Can't live without her.
Well, if you love her, you got a funny way of showing it. You're not even ready to make a home for her. Before I felt I had the right to ask a girl to marry me, well, Helen deserves the best. She deserves a nice home, and she ought never to have to scrimp or worry about money.
Money and the things that money can buy are not important to a girl like me. I guess you just don't understand anything at all about me, do you, Quint?
I don't. Well, I know your hair isn't spun gold.
Oh, it isn't?
It certainly is not. Gold is hard and cold and dead. And your hair is... It's like the feathers on a bird. On a beautiful yellow bird. Bonner, can I talk to you a minute alone?
It's funny. I was just going to say the same thing to you. I'll be back in a minute. You cute little heifer.
All right, what do you want to say to me?
What time is it?
It's 4 o'clock. Now listen, Vint. I'm going to get a few $100s for the newspaper. I want you to take it and make a nice home for Helen here in Powder Creek.
Now, what would you give me the only money you've got in the world for? I don't think you even like me.
You're right. I don't. I think you're acting like a darn fool. But I happen to love Helen. Of course, I never felt I could tell her that before. And now she belongs to you. Will you listen to me, you big bonehead, when I'm talking to you? Don't worry, darling. I won't let him hurt you. Will you stop braying like a jackass? Come here and take care of Helen. I'll see if I can hold him off.
Hold it. That's only George Washington Smith and his family.
George Washington Smith?
They're having a big celebration out on the reservation. I ran into him in town.
Scared me to death.
Well, I hope I'm not marrying me a wife that's gonna spook at a mouse or some tame Indians.
You're not marrying me, then.
I'm not? Well, no, look, I was just joshing.
No, it was Quint that I ran to when I was silly enough to lose my head over that bunch of tame Indians.
Yeah, it's a fact. I wonder why I was right here.
I know why. 'Cause I'm in love with Quint. I guess I always have been. I'm sorry that I led you on, Vint. I was lonely and my pride was hurt because I didn't think that Quint cared about me.
Cared about you? With all my heart.
Oh.
Oh. Well, I wonder if you'd do something for me to kind of soften the blow.
Hold the wedding this week. I'd like to come.
I thought you had to leave tomorrow.
Well, I did, but I changed my plans. I'm going to stay over for the next cattle auction. I got to buy me a milk cow. Much obliged. The feathers of a yellow bird. Wasn't that?
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
এইখানে গাড়ি থামা।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন, এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে, মিশে অল্পে অল্পে, আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল, যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই, আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Và VS biết đều hiểu. Được mà Lục cũng chuẩn chỉ chứ. Cái khổng lồ ấy. Chỉ lấy một cái đéo này nhét lên cái khổng lồ vậy thì sao? Vinh trên đây không nhặt trước lần nữa. Hello guys. Tao dùng chat trên Chinh Choang chưa? Mấy thằng Trung Quốc online này. Này có thằng điên xin là Flipet, mày có thích Flipet không? Có thằng con lợn 34 tỷ nhỉ? Bay đến 80 triệu. 80 đồng. Yes, bay. Ghê. Rồi viên nhà, đéo giờ đánh viên nhà vào. Không, chết một con chỉ đét. Chưa phải đét. Thì mấy con này ở dưới mình sẽ quay một cười nó chịu. Mới tắc kè này, nhìn như con nhái. Bên chia lên không. Đúng vậy. Nghe ngồi nghe. Ai đánh bộ ở đâu đúng không vậy? Cộng một tướng à? Không, ai đánh bộ ở đâu cũng thầy à? Thôi thầy xin phép vậy. Còn tiền 3 sao tiếp 3 để check bài á, không có thằng đánh á. Này có oan thì sao? Không phải. Đánh thần rừng à? Chữ à đâu? Hiệu này đánh thần sút cho. kìa. Bình chi lên 7 trời 35 củ 35 củ 35.000. Hai lap này kia chắc bay như ác quỷ. 800 năng lượng. Rebirth 16 mà triệu quay kia qua này. $16 triệu rồi à? Và từ từ tiếp về kia một lap một để Rebirth này. Và 230 củ phù thủy à.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন। আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Thì 400 à? 400. Đây kiếm thêm năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebirth được một lần nữa. Ok. Một lần sẽ rebirth thêm 10 anh quay qua kia anh binh. Anh sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át một thực sự khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm hiệu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái thầy đang kéo một cái vùng đồ. Về rồi 25 chắc là nốt rồi nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này, sao nó vẫn lên được con ấy bài như con Zurich bài lâu dài rồi. Nó còn Nautilus nữa, mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê xong ý làm mày không ba rồi, thua không? Thua à. Ok rồi, đi rồi. Top mấy đây? Chưa đi, sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa, anh đắp mộ rồi, không thể nào rai khát được. Khóc U Linh à. Em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi để cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại vì bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xì ra. Ui rồi ôi, cặp bóng may mắn cô ba nhưng mà ít tiền không sao, ít tiền tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu, có 5.000 máu thôi mà chắc thế. Bế mày, đối kia ông chết à, đối kia xét bế không được, không kéo mấy cái cùng dao chậm quá. Đây là người nó vả rồi nó vả trước à. Mày ý thua, đi chợ nhà xem một cái cung đi, sợ nhầm một cung đi, anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ai à?
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো, শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে, তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
À, thằng này chết. Đéo gì nhỉ? Thế này thì vẫn thua. Ai trời ơi. À đây. Đây từ trước này thì theo sẽ là vài đĩa cút, sẽ là vài đĩa cút. Không sao thầy ơi, bỏ 2 phát ngoan gì đấy không thua mất, 15 máu thôi, đánh đổi rồi, con 3 rồi, đánh đổi rồi. AC1 chiếc AC2 là bên rồi. Hàng công người ta chưa ăn vậy, làm trên của nó này đấy vẫn khỏe, kéo tôi khỏe, không yếu đâu, để đấy ông hai cái đéo rồi ơi, đéo chết, ông hai mà không chết vậy, ống nó bài biết, ui ông không chết lại, what the hell, ô ấn pháp sư, cả một chút dòng ông hai không chết. Chuồn tỏ à nghe top 6 chat game chat game có 23 bật tiền 23 điểm thì mất hết tiền. 235. Từ nên gửi tiền lên ăn chơi nhỉ. Nếu sắp 2 lần nữa khoảng bao nhiêu? Khoảng là tầm
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপরে তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করবো।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না, আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি জিমি জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু যাচ্ছে সব বাইর কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে, শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
nó được chọn lại và thực tại cho con broccoli thằng red 2 rồi chấm dấu được mình nêu điên sơn đào sọc cười à 34 rồi chắc đủ nhỉ, phải không? 71 gì đặt dê sẽ đảm ra giúp đi xe xong về đá rồi 2 chấm đủ chấm tỷ phát ở đây 150 17 cơ rồi có anime mới à xong anime mới nét đầu tiên thì về đầu mặt đầu ít chiều ấy vậy điểm chi được mắc cá số điểm chi hai địa phí cho Netflix à đây 400 tàu cho non broccoli dạ trộn wow giờ xin vô ê set vận hình nhân tế mạng đây đi để còn quá sao dâng lại rồi được mặc gì chuẩn không đừng chết đi yes broccoli muscle phần mới à em phần mới mà million ray là blue à người có tìm tàu em series à trốn chạy farm 200 rồi bú cái game mới rồi mới sửa xịn và xoái xong bú toàn tiền thì xăm mới ấy đánh xong rất đủ tiền rồi nhân chỉ tháng vào thằng này đây gần lại thổi phát trên luôn đây vào thổi phát trên luôn mà Mình ra con Annie, thằng Tài khát lắm, thằng Tài khát Annie lắm. Tài khát đấy bro. Tài khát Annie đấy. Salad. Tôi thấy xin cái một cái giọt nước mắt em đã chuyện gì à? Sao? Nhầm. 10k7 à? 5k5 à? Từng cái hoàng sẽ chỉ số khác nhau. Trời ơi. Rắc à? Ngon, màu xanh. Mày ơi. Yes, broccoli 201 ở 95 làm cho tiền tỏi lấy kia mất tỏi mấy tầm tỏi 6 tỏi 7 rồi đây cái một xịn nhất 8e tham minh cho tôi chăm chỉ vào mấy gốc pet này. Hai 3,5k nếu thì tiền bớt luôn mở 32k rưỡi chồn nhất chịu được. Cái reboot sao cái này reboot token chôn rồi là sao dễ hiểu. Sự bên kia sự tanh ấy mà con Ari thổi sự đau ấy con con Lia thổi phát chết luôn mà mà phát chết Ari à càng đấy khó đấy phát chết Ari rồi khó. Kathleen mà Kathleen kia bắn phát được đâu. Thôi cảm ơn gia đến yes sir. OP đã được 6,9 giờ chôn lâu nhỉ. 52 phút rồi. Đếm lại số tiếng ấy. 1 tiếng kia nữa là 13 tiếng rưỡi từ nhập 3 tiếng rưỡi 8 cộng 13 83 là bao nhiêu còn 8 tiếng cộng 13 tiếng 83 1 1 là 5 là 6 61 tiếng rưỡi 61 tiếng rưỡi nhé 61 tiếng rưỡi 61 tiếng rưỡi ở đây đi ngày 6 tháng 7 thì sẽ là ngày 7 tháng 7 à 61 tiếng rưỡi à 61 tiếng rưỡi 64 tiếng 45 64 tiếng 45 à 68 tiếng 69 tiếng đi 69 tiếng này 70 tiếng 70 tiếng 71 tiếng rưỡi 1 tiếng rưỡi à tiếng rưỡi này tiếng rưỡi 1 tiếng rưỡi 71 tiếng rưỡi 72 tiếng 72 tiếng 74 tiếng ok 76 tiếng rồi 76 tiếng 76 tiếng nào để quay 4 tiếng đó. Giờ là 1 tiếng và 3 tiếng nữa đổ đéo vào đây tới chết sao ta mới là chết sao chết sao ta mới là tất cả từ chết sao ta mới là tất cả từ chết sao vừa đó đéo vào đây wow rồi chỉ cần chết pha wow 85 máu à nhiều máu thế nhỉ caro ra và công nhận được vẫn chưa được một mà 3B được 2B tính binh chi linh ấy 2B một binh chi linh của người thua mà top 1 phải không rồi bên ngay một thầy spam à tên trốn thế bro let you chuẩn đấy 1B rồi này Kiếm tầm 2B xong là kiếm họ ra farm tiếp. Yes sir. 2B sẽ sang map theo xong muốn cái kiếm xịn nhất đã. Rồi, nice. Ban bia cảm hứng. No way. Đấy, thế này đi. Giấu có gì đâu, nhét thẳng lên. Giấu cái gì, nhét lên đi chứ. 1B, 1,2B à? Căng. Đấy, giờ... Mình là... gì tí một lùi chôn à. New thua 61 máu dám sao block lùi không sợ cố nổi ta để lại. Anh 8 tính 8 rồi đi mà vậy à. Ai hát giáo rồi thằng anh hát giáo rồi. Dẹp trái nhóm việc làm. Anh dẹp trái nhóm việc làm. Và Nguyễn Trần chuyển bẩn. Yes. Rồi cắt tóc quá. Tiền nó cắt chứ là vấn đề. Cút, mày nhót đánh caro điên mà. Euro xếp máu điên. Ui hiểu. M9 nào. 2M cho bố. 2M rồi. Lên hẳn. Trốn nhỉ. Chết hại này. Bye broccoli. Yes. Mà phải đủ tiền không? Phải đủ tiền cái này không? Yes. Quả 6 ạ. Tí nhót tí hết tiền. Rồi thăm lại rồi. Thăm. Giáo con nào lấy á. Xin giáo quá thằng 69 máu. Trơn tao. Đồ tanh nhá broccoli. Rồi lấy cái này đi. Rồi. Đồ. Là farm 3 phủ ấy. 1 tỷ 2 đến mắt tiếp theo. 1 tỷ 2 hải tư là 3 tỷ 6. Farm 3 tỷ 6 luôn. Sang map kia luôn 3 tỷ 7 đây. 3 7 cho nó cao tí. Chuồn đấy. Bao nhiêu à? 58, 54